And we are live. Hello, friends. It's the girls here again today for another reading sprint. I don't know about you guys, but Friday nights are the best nights for this because it really gets things started for the weekend, and I need it. So let's start by you guys telling us what you're reading. Same with all of you in the chat. Let us know what you're reading today. Brandy?
Okay, so I'm reading, it's called The Silent Waters. It's by Brittany C. Cherry. It's a romance. It's book 3 in her Element series. They're all pretty standalone. Hi!
Hi, Andrew!
I mean, so far none of the ones I've read have... Oh, and he's gone. He is wizardly. Anyway.
There. He's just invisible.
Oh, I see. So I've been feeling like I need to read romance. I just finished Luna and the Lie last night by Mariana Zapata.
Oh, how was it?
Oh, it was so good. Everything I read, I just love of hers. It was a really good book. So I felt like I need to keep going on the romance thing. So that's where I'm at tonight.
You read a lot this month so far?
No, that was the first book I finished this month so far. I'm reading Black Tongue Thief with Steve. Well, he's finished, but I'm about 70% into that. But tonight I have my Kindle, so all Brittany C. Cherry's books are free on Kindle Unlimited. So,
hi Bailey.
Hello.
2 a.m. in Ireland. Well, thank you for joining us. He's gonna read Royal Assassin. Have you gotten that yet? Oh, you did.
I got it. Yes.
Yay.
I'm gonna read it after I read. What are we starting tomorrow? Oathbreaker. Yeah. So I'm so excited to read it. Sunday. Sorry.
Sunday. It feels like Saturday today.
Yeah, it does.
I'm all messed up.
Hi, Dawn.
Hi, Dawn. What's Dawn reading?
What? Yeah, she may not be reading anything. She may be just here to spy on me. So, Ashley, what are you reading?
I am currently reading, I don't know, see if I can do this, The Match by Sarah Adams. Can you see that?
Ooh, I like those kind of covers of the cartoon.
I do too. And it's about a service dog and its handler, and it's a romance. There's been plenty of times where I'm just like, I'm only reading it because there's the service team involved. But whatever, it's fine.
Oh, where she's reading The Good Guy.
Good. Ooh. I like Dean Koontz. I don't think I've read The Good Guy. Andrew, how about you? What you reading today?
I am reading.
You are winning every day.
Winds of Strife by U.G. Gutman.
Okay. And you like it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I like it. I've been kind of crawling my way through it. So we'll see what happens. The sprint should help me get through it quite well.
So I'm the only one here who's reading a physical book.
I just ordered that.
Oh, I've had this book for a year. I got it. No, I'm sorry. That's a lie. I got it in December. I ordered it in December and got it in January. Yeah. And it's been sitting on my TBR. And for the last 3 months, I kept putting on my active TBR and saying, I'm going to read this. And I keep widening it out.
That's what I keep doing with Prince of Dogs by Kate Elliott. I am reading this as well.
I just bought that.
It's so good.
It's so pretty.
I'm about 43 chapters in.
Oh, I need to start it. It's been it's kind of like when you get your allowance when you're a kid and it burns a hole in your pocket. This one's burning a hole in my TBR. I have so many good books. Oh yeah. But yeah, I'm not very far in this one.
I actually just bought the whole trilogy off of Book Depository.
You did you? You were able to get the third book? Because I couldn't find a copy of the third one. It keeps being sold out.
It was active when I bought it, and I just got the notification that they're sending it in 2 separate shipments.
Okay. I need to order the one. I have the second one, but it took... So when I ordered this one and the second one at the same time, I got this one in January. I did not get the second book until May.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, because it wasn't in stock.
Somebody in my Discord posted that they'd gotten all 3.
I need to get the third one. I like it so far. It does remind me a lot of The Witcher, but in a good way. Not in a not in a bad.
Don't scare me like that. I
redundant way.
DNF The Witcher.
I
It's
just
better
promised
than
my
Witcher
son
then.
that I would read The Witcher before the show comes out in December.
The season 2.
Yeah, he just watched WitcherCon today, and we marathoned the first season so he could be ready in case of any spoilers. And he read all the books, and he's played most of the games, and so he said, "You got to read the books before the second season comes out." So I was like, "Okay, I promise I will." So I have till December.
Did he like them?
He loved them. He's obsessed. He's
Aren't there
16.
graphic novels now?
Yeah, he's got those too. He has this big, huge. It's like, I forget what they call it, like an omnibus or I don't know, something like that. It's like this huge, and it has a beautiful cover, and it has all the comics in it, I guess. Yeah, that's what he said. I haven't seen it yet. He watched it.
I just watched it. It's
I played
amazing.
2 of the video games. I watched the TV show, and I love the first 2 short story collections. And then Blood of Elves is also really good. After that, it goes way down in quality, in my opinion.
That's where I stopped too. But I heard that second novel is like the worst of all of them, and they just get better. Until the last one. I heard the last one's pretty bad too.
I DNF'd at the second to last one. It's like Tower of Swallows or something like that.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Hopefully
he
you
loves
like it.
them. He has no complaints, but he throws himself all into something. So
I have to say the world is really cool. I just didn't feel a connection really with Geralt, or mainly most of the characters.
Did you read all of them, Stacey?
I only read the first 2 short stories and the
okay.
first 2 novels.
Okay.
See, I have the first one, and I read like the first 5 pages, and I just had a complete and total panic attack because there was so much information. Like, I already have seen The Witcher, like the TV series, but for some reason, when I was reading that, I was just like, I don't know. I'd been reading a lot of YA before that, so that's probably where I went wrong.
It could be. It kind of throws you in the middle, though. You don't really know a whole lot about the world, so you'll learn a little bit more as you go. So
my main issue was a monster hunter who doesn't monster hunt.
So I'm also reading this.
Oh yeah, Steve's got that.
Yeah.
He's almost done.
I'm about 2/3 the way through.
He's almost
So for you guys on the chat, Steve Talks About Books and Stuff is doing a live discussion. The author, Michael Fletcher, will be joining that. That's Sunday at 1 p.m.
I forget what time.
I think it's at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah, because at 3 we do Dr. Sleep, and then at 5 we do the Oathbreaker
reading sprint. We're going to
so
start
it
reading.
also, I guess we'll just do announcements now.
I've got
Also
Oathbreaker too. I've got Oathbreaker too.
Oh, you should read it with us.
You got to read that with us.
Starting it Sunday.
So on Sunday, we're also going to be doing a kickoff for the Oathbreaker by, what's his name?
AJ
Redinger.
Redinger, I think.
I thought it was Redger.
I'm sorry, AJ.
Redinger.
We're doing a kickoff reading sprint for that book on Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, and in between.
Redger.
Oh,
Redger. It's not even that difficult.
yeah, it is Redger.
Rettger.
Yeah.
All right.
I know. I'm looking at it, and I thought one of the T's was an I.
So you got to join for that sprint too, Andrew, and anybody else who wants to join. I haven't started reading it. I'm going to start it at the sprint. I think there's a lot of other people that are too, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, we are. Me and Steve, we are.
Yes, Bookish Drummer. I am hosting a.
I won't talk about it. I'm sorry.
A movie of the month. So on the forum we have a thread for the movie of the month, and each month we different booktubers host a discussion of a movie that they've selected, and I selected Dr. Sleep. And so on Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, we will be discussing Dr. Sleep, and Ashley has feelings.
Is this because she likes Ewan McGregor?
Who?
He was the best part of that movie.
Ewan McGregor.
Rose.
Yes, you are dark, Ashley. That you like the villain.
I loved her so much, but I think it's because she reminded me of the lady in the bathtub. I don't know. I have no idea.
Context when you just say "lady in the bathtub."
Have you seen it, Andrew?
No, the only thing I've read, in that I read The Shining back in community college.
Have you seen The Shining? Have you read? No, excuse me. Have you seen The Shining, the movie?
I don't like it.
I agree. I didn't like it either, especially having read the book. But
I read the book first, and my girlfriend at the time said, "This is my favorite movie of all time. If you love the book so much, you're gonna love this."
Was she still your girlfriend after that?
Things.
I've always found it overrated. Everybody's like, it's classic. I don't know. I'm probably gonna
Maybe
get
I
hate
like
for
it.
it, but
Just because was it Jack Nicholson?
Yeah.
I mean,
he just
Well, Bookish Drummer, please come and join us for that discussion.
yeah.
Because I know I have some thoughts, and I don't want to get into it here because then I won't have anything to say on Sunday. So join us for that.
and Ashley's really biting her tongue too, saving it.
I know, she's muted.
Saving it.
She muted herself. She's like, I
She can
can't
barely contain herself.
You're all so funny. Anybody else in the chat? What are you reading? Anybody doing any readathons? So I'm kind of, sorta doing the India Courts readathon, and I say kind of, sorta, because I have a TBR, but I haven't been like diligent about submitting things on that spreadsheet like I was last month for the Olympics one.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
actually
in
talking to Lana this morning on voice chat in my Discord, and she's like, "So, have you read any published books?" And I was like, surprisingly, I read 4, and I didn't even realize it this month. I was like, I should have
indie published.
On. Huh?
This is indie published. It's boutique published.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why I said
What is
okay.
boutique?
Just really small publishing company.
Well, this is boutique published then.
That is so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
This is a crazy book.
Is that the one that Elliott's husband was reading?
I don't know.
Elliott Brooks' husband? It looks familiar.
I don't know. I know Noah was reading it on Everybody Who Reads It Must Converse.
What team are you, Stacy?
I'm team horror mystery thriller.
That's right. I'm also reading the group book.
Something
I forget
about
what
Patience of a Dead Man?
Patience of a Dead Man by
Michael Clark. By
Yep.
You're so funny. I haven't started that one yet. I heard it's so. I am not a big fan of haunted house horror or ghost stories because they scared the bejesus out of me.
You like Daniel Barnett?
What?
You like Daniel Barnett?
It's not horror. It's not ghost story, or I would not call that ghost story or haunted.
I just finished Sleepwalking.
Okay, you still have a ways to go.
I'm gonna read that. Is Sleepwalking the third one?
Yeah.
That's the one I'm gonna read this month too.
Oh yes, it was so good.
I love the books, and I'm not a horror fan either, but I'm definitely, that's scary to me. I don't know, it's scary to me. It has a more like this could really happen vibe.
It is scary. I just don't like ghosts.
Yeah.
I think it's because when I was younger, you guys are gonna like flip, but I was probably like 8 or 9 years old, and my mother, whom I'm not, do not know now, but read Amityville Horror to me as a kid.
Oh
Like,
my!
Why?
bedtime story. I don't know. She was crazy, which is why I'm not in touch with her. But yeah,
Yay,
and I
crazy
still
mom club.
remember it. It was terrifying me. Like I couldn't look at flies for a very long time after
Oh
that.
man!
So, and of course, she tells at the very beginning of the book, there's like a, I wouldn't call it a prologue, kind of like, I don't know. It talks about how this is based on a true story, and it tells you like all the facts, and of
And you
course,
were
she had an
how
teacher to tell me that.
She said she was 8.
8.
8,
That'll
I
do
was 8
it.
or 9 because I was in like 2nd grade.
It's like
I remember the
loosely
scariest
based
thing I saw
off of
at
a
8
true
was,
story.
Independence Day. That scene when they're in the lab, scared the bejesus out of me every time.
Vicious is a good book. I liked it. That did not scare me. I just was
Stacey.
commenting on Bookstrummer.
Stacey, did you hit 100 subs?
I had
You
99 earlier.
You hit 100
You
subs.
Yay.
I need to go get some wine now.
Yeah, go get some.
Oh,
Here,
great.
I'll give you some.
Cheers.
Here you go.
Some
Cheers.
gluten-free beer.
Empty cup.
Maybe your editor will bring you some wine.
Yes, maybe. I have entered.
I love Patrick.
Oh.
Is that you entered the India chords?
Probably just he entered.
Oh,
the-
entered here.
Yeah.
Well, welcome everybody who's on here. I hope you guys are excited to do some reading sprints. I really need a boost. I did not read anything yesterday, and I'm feeling it. I know.
I have had like a major Olympics readathon hangover because I tried to read so much last month. I've just been kind of like, maybe
Team
I'll
Zeus
just
came in
watch.
second.
I've been binge
Yes.
watching Married at First Sight Australia just to take a break. Has
I've
anyone
been-
seen that?
I've been binge watching Heartland, which I did not know
My
about.
daughter-
until
My daughter I think she finished it. She might have finished. There's a lot of
13
seasons of that.
seasons.
Or she's watching pretty far along in that. She loves it. I'm thinking about watching that. Is it good?
I
like
like it. I really do.
See,
It kind
I
of
love
gives me
stuff
Gilmore
like
Girls
that.
vibes.
Yeah.
See, I've been doing Gordon Ramsay Uncharted on Disney Plus.
I just saw a thing for that, like a preview or something, or it was
It's
advertised.
so funny.
What is it? What's the premise of it?
So basically, Gordon Ramsay goes to all these countries around the world, and basically all these local chefs abuse him.
They abused
Nice.
him?
They abuse Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, I have
And
to
then,
watch
like they
this.
send him out to forage for local ingredients, and it's hilarious.
Oh, that's cool.
They make him jump out of helicopters. They make him like be near around hippos, like wild hippos cooking, and it's fantastic.
And where do you watch it at?
You can watch it on Disney Plus.
Disney
I
Plus.
just saw it on YouTube TV last night. They were advertising it there. Like, if you have that, it's on YouTube TV too.
Oh, you know, I don't even have Disney Plus anymore. Oh, dang it. Well, I
That
hope you get
sounds
some
good.
pages read today. We'll
I don't want to
start
boast
with-
about my pages read because I feel like I haven't accomplished anything, but I've already finished. I'm on my 4th and 5th book for the month already.
You're probably my 100th sub. Yes.
Oh,
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
It's been a good day for Ralston.
that's exciting.
Yes, because Andrew, you just got your 500th today. Is that
Nice.
correct?
Yay.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you,
That's
thank you, thank you.
awesome. When I started BookTube like 2 months ago, you were still at like 200.
Who, me?
Yes, you just like blown up.
Yeah, I started acting weird in videos, and I guess people like it.
People like weird.
Yeah.
Weird is good.
All right. So, everybody ready to start our first 20-minute sprint?
Absolutely.
Books ready? So, I have this cool timer that my husband programmed for me, and I'm sure there's
Was it your
probably
husband or was it your editor?
my editor. My editor.
He had a hat
Maybe.
on.
And I got to figure out how to do it. How do you share screen? I don't know why I don't know how to share a screen. I'm sharing you guys instead of what I want to share.
I waved twice.
Oh, I was seeing myself 3 times.
Okay. There's got to be an easier way to do this.
My vanity was overloading.
Okay, here we go.
I need a drink.
Are you still thinking about Dr. Sleep?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm about to hit begin. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, and here we go. See you guys in 20 minutes.
See ya.
Good luck, guys.
success. I only got 7 pages read because I was rudely interrupted.
I read 3%.
Good job.
I read. Let me see. I did read 3% also.
Yeah.
I'm in percent
Good.
here.
I read 7%.
She's got to show off, don't you, Ashley?
No. Uh-uh.
What are you reading again, Ashley?
Oh, The Match by Sarah Adams.
Ah, okay. I've not heard of that.
No,
then
it's a
you-
romance.
Fantasy.
Yeah, Andrew, you're crazy.
It's a it's one of those romances where like nothing steamy happens, and
Nothing
I
steamy?
need something to happen. No steaminess. This is a
Yeah.
PG-13?
yeah. Yeah. Oh, I want to make out with him. Ooh. I'm like, okay, do it. I don't know. Oh, let's stop before it goes anywhere. I'm sorry. I'm not making fun of anybody who's like that, but I like a little variety. And when I do read romance, like I need stuff to happen.
I like Kate Elliott by the Kate Daniels books by Alona Andrews. Those are like urban fantasy romance.
See, I like that. We're going to be reading a fantasy romance on July 17th for a whole 24 hours. It is lame. But I have service dogs.
How does a 24-hour like reading sprint work?
Oh, it's magical. It's so
It
magical.
was so fun.
It sounds like hell.
So believe it or not, you can't sleep. I have to have sleep or else I'm a bitch. But yeah, we just take the time. It starts at 12 o'clock, and then we'll do like a little reading sprints, kind of like this. And then after that, you can either go to sleep or you can keep reading throughout the night. And then we have like a check-in point and kind of figure out like what everybody's doing, where everybody's at. And it's just fun.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you're all reading the same book.
Mm-hmm.
We could talk
My
about.
1-year-old would not allow me to do that.
Ashley has a two-year-old?
Yeah, she's almost 3, but I always do these things on the weekends that she's at her grandparents' house.
That works.
My 1-year-old
Hashtag.
little girl would be all up in my business. Just,
What you
why
doing?
aren't you paying
What you
attention to me?
Yep.
Why?
I usually have to have an audiobook because either her or my dog, like I'll be sitting like this and then all of a sudden I just like they push it out of my hand.
See, she likes to reach up and like grab it by the front and pull down.
Oh,
So
no.
I'll be like editing a video and she'll be like, "What are you doing?" My laptop is-
Do you need some help? I can help.
What did everybody else get? How many pages did everybody else get done? Are you enjoying what you're reading, you guys?
I am actually. It's a good book. I read Zach Argyle's Voice of War last month, and it's got the same kind of character that this one does. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm not getting hooked in. Basically, they've each got a character with a crazy voice in their head, telling them to do bad things. So it's just a little bit of the same. I like it.
I'm hoping to read Voice of War soon.
It was good. 4.5 out of 5.
Oh, God. I definitely have to read it now. Bookish Drummer. Vicious is the first one, right? And then Vengeful
Yes.
comes after that.
He was,
I
he was
really
talking
like
in
this book.
Discord how he read 144 pages in 2 hours.
Whoa.
What? What? Wait, we were.
Okay, you caught me. I was playing on my Switch. Jeez.
Patrick's humor's like that. He's that guy.
That's hilarious.
I'm a bad guy.
You gotta bring Billie Eilish into this.
Yes. Of course.
There's very traumatic things going on in my book, but I've noticed that about Brittany C. Cherry books. It's romance and stuff happens, but also trauma. Lots of different types of like childhood trauma, or so if that's not your thing, it's nobody's thing, but if it's hard for you, she does write some pretty really heavy topics. So
Like Pet Cemetery? Or
no, like a child witnessing a murder in the forest kind of thing.
Oh.
So yeah.
Well, that's a lot
Stuff
better
like
than
that.
a child trying to murder you in the forest.
Or childhood abuse. Being the last book I read, there was a lot of he was abused as a child, and some of the stuff his dad did to him was pretty. But I like her books because they really come out of it. So
it's a happy ever after? Like she writes happy ever afters?
yeah, but it's like it feels more real life than just happily ever after. It's like, real life kind of overcome.
So I took it out back, buried it in the backyard, and then like just salted the ground and lit it on fire. Now my problems are gone.
Yeah.
I like you. I like you.
But some romance novels, it's like, yeah, you always get a happily ever after. But it's like, come on, would that really happen? That's why we read it, though, But this is more like, this could really happen to somebody. So.
That's why I like, is it Marianne?
Mariana Zapata.
That's why I like her. Her characters seem so realistic.
Yeah.
They're so different in each book. And I really like the wide variety of characters that she has.
Yeah.
So, of course, you want the couple to get together by the end, but you also want to see them grow as people to deserve each other.
Yes.
So
yeah, you get a
that's
lot
one of the
that
things
in her
about,
books, too.
I love enemies to lovers. You know this, my favorite romance trope. But what I hate is when they're enemies and then just all of a sudden they wake up one day and they all of a sudden love each other. I want to see them change into the people that they would fall in love with. If that makes sense.
Yeah, like
you
how
ever
did it
hated
happen?
somebody so much that you wanted to take them in bed?
No, I can't say I have.
Why?
All right, we're going to have a short reading sprint tonight.
Yeah, so in my book, they've had one date and the dude is already, like, they're both, like, from their points of views, like, in their head, they're already thinking about getting married. I'm just like, I can't.
How's the service dog, though?
Patrick, what are you reading?
Is it worth it?
Yeah, I'm just going to skip his parts, like, the guy's parts, and just focus on, like, Evie and the service dog. Because I really don't care.
I think Patrick said he's reading Royal Assassin, if I remember.
Oh, that was...
Was that somebody else? I can't remember.
That was,
July 20th, Winds of Strife
That
drops. I know.
That was Bailey, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Bailey that said Royal
Oh, was it
Assassin.
Bailey?
I remember because I can't wait to read Royal
Well, there's
Assassin.
my Fletcher book.
Ooh.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet, but I like those covers.
No dust cover. This is the naked hardback.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's library bound.
Oh, I need to get those.
Oh,
They're
those are cool.
beautiful. Oh, Patrick's reading Patience of a Dead Man.
Yes. I'm about to start reading that because I can't stand any more of this.
If you're not enjoying it,
Light it on fire.
yeah.
But do you know how hard it is to find books that have like service dog representation? Like, I get it would be kind of hard because there's some things like in here that she's like, ooh, my service dog looked at me like, girl. And I'm like, no, they don't really do that.
There was I think James Rowlands wrote a thriller where a guy had a military service dog.
See, I'll even read that. I will read that.
Now I'm gonna look it
It
up.
wasn't one of his Sigma Force one. It was.
Well, it was a Sigma Force tie-in novel.
Oh, what was it called? I did read that one. Wait, I'll look it up. I think I did read it. It was good.
Lana's here.
The Kill Switch with Grant Blackwood.
Hey, Lana. Thank you for coming. What are you reading today?
I wonder if she's reading what she was
does
reading.
have a YouTube channel. It's Read Now, Sleep Later. You don't have a
Yes.
Discord, do you, Ashley?
No. Oh, heck
I'm pretty
no.
sure I'm subbed.
I only have like 230, I think.
Yeah, I'm already subscribed.
So I think Lana just joined us from another reading sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She mentioned she had one in like an hour, like 2 hours ago.
Yeah. So are you getting lots of pages read today?
And I sprinted with her, which what would be her last night.
Oh.
Like it was like 8 a.m. She hopped into the reading sprint section of the Discord, and so I was like working, and I just popped on my headphones, slapped on an audiobook, and kept working.
So is that how those, when you don't get on YouTube, you just like, hey, does somebody want to do a sprint with me, and you just read for X amount of minutes?
It's the exact same thing, except we're just not looking at each other. We talk about the same stuff. We like set a timer for 20, 30 minutes, and then we just read and then come back, talk about a whole bunch of bull crap, and usually not about what we've read, and then go back to reading.
That's cool. I'm going to have to...
You finished it!
That's kind of what you had us doing on Twitter for the 24-hour readathon, and that was fun. I would do that.
Yeah,
But
so
I tried... Hold on one second. Patrick just subbed to you, Ashley.
Thank you. I can't promise I'll make great content, but it is funny.
as long as it amuses.
Yep.
Go finish it, Bookastromer, and I hope you like it. So, Lana, you are reading Nightfall next. I'm hoping
you reading
you're
Nightfall?
by.
Nightfall by Daniel Barnett?
That's what I was just going to ask her. I hope
So
she does.
good. I like
The
that
more
one.
the merrier that reads that book. I can't. I mean, Andrew, how much I love it.
The one line that sticks in my mind is how the skin rolled up like an enchilada. And I was just like, ah!
Makes me hungry.
Oh my god!
The enchilada part, not the skin.
You're gonna love Kings of Paradise.
Andrew, have you
I'm-
read Kings of Paradise?
Me?
Jumping at bits.
You're talking about Ash and Sand?
Mhm.
Yes.
I DNF'd paragraph 1.
Oh no!
As soon as he takes a bite out of the little kid,
Oh no!
I'm done.
It's not like that the whole way though.
I'm aware. I
it's
wasn't
so
ready
good.
for that.
Yeah. He just like wants to grab you, but it doesn't stay that way.
Yeah, no,
That's
he's
all I
just
can
sitting
say.
there eating a child he's just murdered.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no,
Don't you want to know how he got to that point?
no,
Doesn't that intrigue you?
no, it doesn't.
Okay.
He's
Maybe
got some-
I am
he's
a little
got some
messed up.
trauma.
No, don't
Yeah,
get me wrong,
definitely
like,
you figure out why that happened eventually.
I will read it eventually. I'm currently actually really enjoying Mike Shell's Iconoclasts, which is like a horror fantasy, which is really, really good. Really, really good. I've read the first 2, and the 3rd book I am reading next month.
We're supposed to be starting that as a buddy read.
Steve,
few
I know.
months.
As soon as Steve announced it, I was like, I'm currently reading it now. That's how it always works. Everyone's like, hey, we're starting this. I'm like, great. That's slated for either 2 months or I've already started it.
There should be trigger warnings just for Andrew.
Dude, so there was, God, what was that book? There was a quartet, like a Moontide something. And like, it starts with a witch stabbing a baby. like for like its vitality and like sucking out the baby's vitality and all its future potential to make herself young again, DNF'd instantly. I don't do child harm.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that,
rough, especially when you have kids. It's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a hard thing for me in Dr. Sleep. When we discussed that on Sunday, I struggled with that part in there. So, Mike Shell, is that the iconoclast you're just talking about? Mike
Yeah,
Shell?
it's Aching Gods, Sin Eater, and False Idols.
Okay. That's so true, Lana. So true.
Yeah, I think it was the Moontide Quartet by. Did you write down that James Rowland's book, Ashley?
I looked for it, but I couldn't find it.
It was called The Kill Switch.
Kill Switch, that's
The
it.
Kill Switch.
It's good. What did I give it? Did I give it a 4-star? I think I gave it a 4-star.
Okay, I found it.
Yeah, it's Mage's Blood by David Hare. It was an instant DNF for me.
David Hare. I'll have to remember that.
I read The Chain by Adrian McKenty, and it was about kids being kidnapped. I read it, but I didn't like it. It was.
I read to enjoy. Like, it's funny. I have people who want me to do rant reviews, and like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about doing a rant review on my channel because I don't know if I'm going to say something that I'm going to regret. And once I put it out there, I really can't take it back. And so I'd rather just talk about the books that I love.
Awesome, Steve. I'll be there.
So that's horror
Fantasy.
Horror fantasy.
Hold on.
Mainly through like nightmare sequences.
Steve. He fills up my TBR too much. I told him
I
today.
know. I'm over here.
I gotta read some romance for a little. I'm not gonna read Beyond Redemption. I'm not. There's no way I'm making it tomorrow.
I just got
Or
that on
Sunday.
audio.
Yeah, just.
I started the audio too, Andrew. I just love listening and reading at the same time. It's like my new thing.
Hybrid
Yeah.
immersion reading.
Is that what it's called? I hear people call it that, but I didn't know if I was.
Yeah, I've heard it called hybrid reading. I've heard it called immersion reading. It's just basically the problem with it is I read faster than the audiobook.
Yeah.
And then I have to speed up the audiobook. Otherwise, I'm like, go faster.
Yeah. And then it doesn't sound good when
Yeah.
you know. So if I'm doing it with Black Tongue Thief because the guy that narrates Black Tongue Thief is hilarious. But usually
Yes.
I either have to listen or read. I can't do it at the same time because I read faster than the book, the audio, and I can't stand the sped up version.
I just got
Really?
that
I
on
don't have
audio
no
as
problem
well.
with that.
It is hilarious.
I want to get the UK version of the hardcover, mainly because I like the font a little better.
I'm liking the UK version of things lately. That's my Robin
Sometimes-
Hobb. I got my Robin Hobb UK
Well, they
version.
don't like for Robin Hobb. They don't have a trade paperback in the.
Yes,
in the
I got
US.
those. But the Farseer trilogy so far.
Oh, those were way too expensive for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
I
mine
got
were.
these.
Oh,
Oh,
those are
you get
pretty
the
though,
fancy
too.
ones. That's
Are
the
those that-
illustrated ones, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Wow. Really? 2.5, 3 times? Okay, I guess I don't read that fast then, because I'm about 1.752, and it gets and it's just the right speed for me to read
See,
along.
at about 1.7, it becomes gibberish for me.
That is so pretty. Look at that.
I mean, I've got the whole trilogy in that.
Oh man, those are
Okay.
pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah, I tried listening to Malice.
Brandy. Did you know that you have the same bookshelf as a very famous booktuber named Steve Talks About Books and Stuff?
That would be Steve's bookshelf behind me. I'm in his chair. We might be married to each other.
Maybe. Oh,
Ew.
No.
He wishes.
so this will be your first time, Lana, reading Robin Hobb?
Say what?
I was asking Lana if this will be her first time reading Robin Hobb.
I just read the first one, The Assassin's Apprentice, and oh my gosh, it was so good. I think I found like some of my new favorite. I hope I found my new favorites. It was so good.
Like it.
And people were telling me it's hard to get through. I found
It's
nothing.
so good. If you like slow, dense fantasy, you are gonna love Farseer. It will punch you right in the gut, though.
I love that. I love it.
I think
I need
that's
to be
what
punched in the gut.
I think that's what I didn't like about the first one, is I didn't anticipate
The gut punch?
the gut punch over and over. It's like nothing good happens to that kid, and I was
Oh
like,
no!
"Why am I reading this?"
Robin Hobb hung him from a meat hook and used him as a punching bag through the
Yep.
whole trilogy.
Yeah, and I hear it doesn't get much better for him. You'll have to confirm that, Andrew, after you read Fool's Errand, and let me know if his life gets any better.
That's, I think, if I can finish this, that is next week, I think.
I'm in the middle of Ship of Destiny.
Oh, Ship of Destiny was really good. Honestly, I didn't enjoy Ship of Magic or Mad Ship anywhere as much as I enjoyed Royal Assassin and Assassin's Quest. But Ship of Destiny was the one that brought it back for me. Like, they were still like 4.5 out of 5 reads for me, but they weren't those 5-star reads for me.
Yeah.
Mainly because Malta. Malta in the
I
first one.
loved her way her character changed, though.
Well,
how much
through
growth-
the arc. The arc is great, but
Yeah.
you just want to.
Yeah. The first book, yeah. I
In
didn't
that
really
first
care.
book.
Me too. That's me. I know it's so weird too because I love all these sappy romance and
How that
But-
hurt.
I just love.
I am comfy. It's like
No, she said
62
comfy.
degrees in here.
Oh
Comfy.
man, I wish it was 62 degrees in here.
Did you say it's
Hot.
52 degrees?
62.
Still though,
Why do you think it's so
Jesus
that's
cold?
awesome.
Maybe, turn the
my
air
husband.
conditioner up a little.
If I touch it, I get in trouble. That's not
That's
true.
why,
Nice.
But
that's why you
Turning it
get
up
one of
too.
those app-controlled ones, and then you can change it from the bed and be like, I didn't touch anything. I set mine at 70.
that's
70?
that's usually
Then again, I work with a heater under my desk, so like first thing in the morning I turn on a heater. I like to be boiling, apparently.
I don't like to be boiling, but 76 is a good temperature for me.
Where do you live?
I live where it's
Texas?
hot. I live in the broiling south.
Mhm.
Okay.
Can't you tell by my accent?
Listen, Indiana, Midwest, cornfield.
now.
Actually,
Listen,
I
I know
wouldn't
we're
be
not having an accent competition because I will knock both of y'all out on y'all's butts, on your boohiners. Okay, bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart. You're all crazy. I think Andrew is contagious.
Who, me?
Yeah.
This guy?
No, we're normally very, very like relaxed and down to earth on this channel.
I think you call him a little bit of BS.
No, Ashley and Andrew are starting the shenanigans.
What? How could I have
Sorry.
possibly known that we would have fun?
I warned y'all. I warned
She
y'all.
did. She warned us
On
on
the
Twitter,
Twitter.
Brandy.
Oh, did she? I'm so
Yeah.
bad at the Twitter thing.
Don't worry about
I
it.
just started Twitter.
I've had one for I don't know how many years, since like 2007, or has Twitter been around that long? I don't even know. It's been a long time. But I just like signed up for it and then left it. And then Steve was like, you should get your Twitter going, and then Stacy was doing a 24-hour readathon, so I was like, okay, time to revive the Twitter. And so we have this little chat, and I check it because for some reason my notifications don't go off, so don't think I'm ignoring you. I just can't figure out this
Now he's just coming in with
smartphone.
dad jokes.
But I'll get it someday.
When you write
That's
with a
my only-
bird, it's considered a tweet. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just gonna say that's one of the only reasons I get on Twitter is for our group chat too.
I'll like post my video. I'll forget to check for like 3 days. I'll come back to like a bunch of retweets or people who have left comments. I'm like, oh God, I'm a bad person.
He's gonna sing.
No, I'm not drunk. Yeah.
Yet.
I can see clearly now.
Uh-oh.
The rain is
Are you alive?
Define alive.
I'm a
You
trained
need to call
CNA.
911.
All right, I was.
I broke
I
my
can help.
desk. I fixed my desk.
Yeah, you have a nice bookshelf.
Mm.
I really like your chair.
Lana's laughing at you.
Ah. Ah. Here we go.
Oh,
This is
y'all
good
have to see my shirt. Hold on a second. You'll have to see this. Somebody's probably going to get offended. I know. I saw that.
That is cute.
Yes.
Lovely.
Make your death.
I love
Get
that.
these t-shirts.
Amazon. My husband got it for me.
Is that your pup, Andrew? Or just a
What?
pup?
I am a dog.
Oh, that means I can be a possum?
Yes. Total. I want to get one of those shirts where you
Why?
like flip it up and it's got the face underneath.
Why am I getting Beavis and Butthead vibes here?
Was it?
I am the great controller. Give me TV.
That's the thumbnail.
Did you quit my...
Give me TV.
You're gonna make me have an asthma attack.
Oh my goodness. I swear, you guys in the chat who came here for a normal reading sprint, I'm so sorry.
Andrew just freaks it out of me.
I'm just glad I'm not the weird one this time. You guys are giving me a break.
I'm so glad you think so much.
TP for my uncle.
Okay, you guys.
In for the chaos.
So, another 20 minutes. We good?
Sure. Yeah, I guess we should probably get some reading done.
Yeah. I always think it's hilarious when I watch other people's sprints. They read more than they talk, but ours doesn't work that way.
We have feelings.
Yeah,
I need to express myself.
I'm here for the talking and the little bit of reading.
Okay. So here we go for another 20 minutes.
Well,
Let me figure this out. All right.
I like the timer.
I do too. It makes it so much
Nice.
easier. All right, here we go. Starting now. That went too fast.
What up, friends?
Hey.
I got 13 pages that time.
I got 3%.
Hi, Stacy. Welcome to the party.
I got 2 of my mods here.
Got to part 2, which is like 17% into the book. I started at 12 though at the beginning of the reading sprint, so I'm getting far. I'm getting some reading in. It's so good.
Lightbringer.
I'm
Just ready to read about all those
chapter 5.
bodacious women.
What?
Did you say bodacious woman?
I did. That's how the author describes all of the women in his books, basically. They're voluptuous, bodacious women.
So Lana said she got to 89%, but she doesn't know where she started. Stacy says she read 3 pages in 4 minutes, which is all she had when she joined us. So great job, you guys.
Stacy reads at light speed.
What's Lana reading again? Oh.
I don't. Lana, what were you reading again?
Oh, Nightfall, maybe?
No, she was reading something else, or she's finishing up something else. Can't remember what it was called.
Well, she finished the cute one that she was reading yesterday. That was like a Studio Ghibli type thing.
Patrick got 4% done. Oh, Given to Fly.
I thought you finished it. Here I am telling lies.
I'm subscribing to Lana.
Yes, you totally should.
I'm surprised you aren't already. She's the host of the India Courts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's the one
I
that
didn't
started
join
this
that
whole
one.
thing that we're all stuck doing.
Yeah, it's all her fault.
It's her fault. So you've already read 4 indie books, Andrew?
Yeah, I read. Oh God, I gotta pull up Goodreads because I've got a terrible memory. My books. Yeah, so I'm currently reading Emberblade, which is self-pubbed. I read Sleepwalking, which is self-pubbed. I read Soulsmith, which is self-pubbed. And I'm also reading Winds of Strife, which is self-pubbed. And I didn't know I was reading this much self-pubbed this month. Otherwise, I'd have participated.
Well, you're participating in your own way.
Yeah.
So
By
I've
giving
read,
them money.
what have I read so far? I've only read 1 so far. And I'm in the middle of 1 other.
Where is Jason?
Is Black Tongue Thief indie published?
No, yeah.
I have
I've
not read
read-
any indie books yet.
Yeah.
Ron's
Luna
reading
did.
it as
Luna and
well.
the Lie. That's
She
a good
indie?
one.
Is Mary? Oh, that's a good one. I love that book.
I'm super excited.
I need to read the next one. Steve's got him back here.
Yes, Mariana Sabata is self-pub.
Oh, I did then.
Oh, I
Dang,
didn't know
if I
that.
would have known that, I would have just
This
read
is
all
here just
Mariana
keep going.
Zapata all month.
I don't think she has enough for you to read.
I have 2 more books left, I think.
Have you read Hands Down yet?
No.
Her newest?
No, I'm reading
waiting
them in
for the audiobook.
chronological order.
Okay.
So I just noticed that Hands Down was out.
Yeah. There's no audiobook for it yet, though.
Yeah.
Are they
never do-
steamy?
Well, yeah,
Slow burn.
it's very slow burn. All her books, pretty much. Except there's been a couple that it's usually in the last 20% of the book. It does get steamy though.
I
She
can
gives you
handle that.
just a little, but it's so worth it. Like, I like steamy, but I like how she does it to where there's all this build up. It's so slow, and you're like, are they? You know they're gonna get together. They always do, but it's just her books are so good. I can't.
I
say
only
enough.
read like 1 romance author.
Who's that?
Oh, Alona Andress. They're a husband and wife duo.
Oh,
And
that's
then
the one you were just telling us about, right?
Yeah, Kate Daniels
okay.
and Hidden
Yeah,
Legacy.
I gotta check that out.
At least it's not like the book that
Okay.
I'm reading. I feel like I'm getting blue balls if I had any.
I felt that way when I read A Taste for
Can we be
Love.
friends?
Yes! Let's be friends. Things are happening.
If Lana, if you're asking me, it was Alona Andrews.
And then earlier we were talking about Mariana Zapata.
Ah, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I keep thinking, whenever I hear Zapata, I think of Ciabatta.
Zapata.
I think of
I don't know why.
shoes. Because zapata is the Spanish word for shoes.
Yeah, it is. Zapatos.
I wonder
We
if it's
speak
a
1.5 languages. That's it.
Toddler speak is a language.
It
So,
might be.
so true.
I know, I was always the translator for my toddlers. Because isn't it funny how you're the only person that can understand them? And people are like, what did she just say? And I was like, she just said, you know, this big long sentence. And
It's because
And
you're
you're
the one
like-
who taught them that crazy sentence.
they're like, you
Yeah,
got all
like-
that from...
Complete and total gibberish to actual English. I don't know how I do it. Hashtag
Yeah.
blue balls.
So Stacy's also doing the India chords. Awesome.
Oh, cool.
And now I have FOMO.
Fear of missing out.
You're not missing out. You're doing it. You're just not. Look, I signed
Next
up
time
and
I'll
I'm
do it.
Still not filling out the paperwork.
I want to read Rhapsodic. I heard it's good.
Y'all should read Sword of Kaigen.
We are
Already
going to.
done.
Well,
Reading
Steve
it
and
in
I...
September.
I think Steve and are we reading it in September? Is that what Steve
Yep.
said? It's always
Yes.
on his forums, but I don't think we have anything up for sort of Kaigen yet. But we kind of decided that think Yolene was going to read it too. So
Yeah, we kind of forced her
yeah,
into
she
it.
was like, "I think I'm going to read it in September," and we're like, "Okay, we're in." Poor Yolene.
Kind
She's
of how
like,
all of our buddy reads start.
we'll be there.
Don't want
You're
to
talking
read a
about
book with
Yolene Reed?
somebody. Don't
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, she's amazing.
I love Yolene.
I thought it was Jolene.
Well,
Jolene! Jolene!
Jolene. That's exactly. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You see, I think I was saying Jolien. I don't know.
I was
I'm
saying Jolene
Yeah.
for a while too until I noticed everybody kept saying Yolene.
yeah,
Okay.
we did before we met her, and then she introduced herself in one of Steve's streams as Yolene, and we were like, oh, okay, that makes sense because she's from Belgium, and that's how they say the J, I think.
Like, yo.
Yeah, she's amazing though. She English is not her first language, and
Oh, she warned us.
I told y'all. I only have 15 more minutes of being loud because then after that, I have to be quiet. My apartment complex.
What?
You guys have like a what?
Yeah, I'm actually living with one of the courtesy officers. So if I'm, what's it called, disturbing the peace?
What?
If I'm disturbing the peace, I get a ticket.
So I'm gonna give you a ticket that I'm gonna pay for.
Did y'all hear that?
yeah, we
No.
can hear him.
They can hear you. But yes, you will pay for
Get
it.
her.
Out of his paycheck.
Out of your paycheck. Not mine, because I don't have one. It's just you.
All right, you crazy kids. All right.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
It's Yolene Reads. Here, hold on. I got you.
She's the reason, and Stacy, that I started reading Robin Hobb.
Yay! She's got those beautiful Dutch editions of Robin Hobb.
Yeah.
I think she said they were Dutch, right?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so.
I want to be. I don't know if you guys follow Elliott Brooks, her channel, but she has like The Witcher is her favorite book of all time, and so she has like 3 different editions in 3 different languages, even though she doesn't read any of those languages, just because they're so pretty. I'm like,
I don't have any
afford
books, and I don't care how pretty the book is. It's not taking up my limited shelf space, but I can't read it.
Patrick, I'm sorry, it's almost gone. Otherwise, I'd share it with you. No, I wouldn't.
Every time we say the word book, we have to take a drink.
Book?
I guess I need a refill.
I'll be all hopped up on caffeine, which I need.
Hickeys.
I'm going to drink anyway. I guess if we were actually reading,
Lazy.
Ashley, we would be more quiet.
We'll be very quiet. I thought you were gonna say because you had to put your kid to sleep, and I was like, "Isn't 9:48 a little late for bedtime?"
Oh, heck no. Heck to the no. We partying up in here. It's fine.
I could see that Stacy house, Stacy in the comments, Stacy, and you guys spell it the same too. How it might not be some people's cup of tea, but I guess I found this year that I'm pretty dark. I like to be disappointed.
You should read the first law.
I did.
Yes.
I did read the first law. I
Were
liked
you
it.
disappointed?
I loved it. No, not at all. I loved it. I had a hard time getting into it, but once I got into it, I thought it was okay.
You want to talk about blue balls?
The first Law trilogy? Is that what it is?
Last Argument
Yeah.
of Kings? Tell
Yeah.
you what.
I
You
thought
didn't
that
like
was the best
40%?
one.
What? Am I missing something? You didn't like it?
I hated the last 30% of Last Argument of Kings.
Really?
Yeah, I felt like he didn't know when to stop writing. Like, he had a perfectly good ending,
Yeah.
and he just kept writing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt like
Just
that
so that
too.
you didn't get a happy ending. Like, he was
Yeah.
just like, I'm going to make sure everybody that you've been through all these trials and tribulations on gets it right up the bum.
I hope nobody here was hoping to read that book because
So Robin Hobb is grimdark, or is it just dark
No.
fantasy?
it's traditional fantasy. She's just not very kind to her characters. I think the issue with AA is that some of the logic of the plot twist isn't explained. Yeah.
It's because it's coming from first person
Yeah.
from Fitz. So he's a kid, and he's a dumb, privileged kid.
I wouldn't say he's privileged.
I mean, he kind of is. Like, he even gets, like, called on his BS in Assassin's Quest. I've got it so hard.
Yeah, yes, an Assassin's Quest for sure. But, I mean, I started to feel for him a little more in Assassin's Quest. In Assassin's Apprentice, I just didn't care
Don't get
for
me
him.
wrong, the things that happens to Fitz are terrible. I love Robin Hobb, one of my top 10 authors. But, like, it's like, Fitz, come on. Like, shut up.
I love it.
It's just sometimes I feel like he's like, do you not see what's happening here? Hello?
No, he can't see past what he wants. That's the whole point.
Ooh.
Yeah. He had some very, very interesting males, did he not?
I mean, made me hungry.
I think Robin Hobb's world building and character work is fantastic, but the plot work in Assassin's Apprentice, there wasn't much. But if you knew that you were going to be reading other books, you could forgive it. Just like in the the blade itself, right? Nothing happens in that first book, but you love the characters so much you want to keep going.
I liked one character so much that I wanted to keep going. A character.
Which one?
Glocta.
Yeah.
Body floating down by the docks.
I love Glocka.
Good old Glocta.
I like Pharaoh too. Pharaoh? Farah? Pharaoh.
Yeah. You're talking about the chick,
Yeah. They could have given her more though. I liked her.
Yeah. Yes, Lana.
Wow.
Let's dive into your childhood.
And I read Ship of Magic first. No, that's not true. I read Assassin's Apprentice first, and I was like, but when I finished it, I was like, do I really care what happens to Fitz? No, I'm not going to read anymore. And then I think it was Leslie read Ship of Magic for like a Secret Santa thing that they did.
Nerdy narrative?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she just raved about it.
I didn't know she read a lot of Hob.
Well, she
didn't until that.
She read Assassins. I talked to her about it. She read Assassin's Apprentice, and she said she threw it across the room.
Can't blame
She was
her.
so upset with it. And so then my interest was piqued. And then I started talking to Yolene about it. I was like, I need this book that makes you want to throw it across the room. Where do I get it? Where do I start? Sign me up. And I loved it.
So you
Sounds like
loved it, but you
popular.
have to admit that Robin Hobb was very, very mean to Fitz, right? And everybody around Fitz.
Oh, nobody gets happy endings. Except in Live Ship Traders.
Yeah, I had a hard time getting through the blade itself. For me, that was the worst one.
Why?
But-
It was action-packed.
Oh, but once I did, then it got better.
The second book was my favorite.
I don't understand the first law of love. Like, don't get me wrong, the man can write, but he also doesn't know when to stop writing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
probably like his standalones better.
I am starting those in September, I believe. I'm talking all this trash. Hold on. I've got the man's signature
Nice.
somewhere.
I think they were good, but I don't think I'll read any more Joe Abercrombie after. Oh,
It's like super tiny.
That's still cool. Is that his the newer trilogy?
Yeah, that's Trouble with Peace. I haven't read this yet.
So, Andrew, have you read The Faithful and the Fallen?
Yeah.
And you like those?
Yeah. I've read a Blown Blown too. I didn't like that one. But yeah, no, I've got all those right up here. And I absolutely love these 4 books. I will champion those 4 books till the day I die.
Right.
I love Malice. Malice is just a pure setup book. I understand people who don't like Malice. Valor, it takes off from Valor.
So you're saying I should try again with Valor? I only made it about 20, 30 pages into it.
You quit at 30 pages of Malice?
No, a Valor.
Oh,
She-
Valor. Why?
Because I didn't like Malice.
They're two totally
DNF
different
Malice.
pacing.
I got 30% in. Stacy said, try to get 30% in.
Really? I flew
Yeah.
through. I flew through the quartet.
Have any of y'all read Red Rising by Pierce Brown?
Yep,
Mm,
I've read all the way up
Red
to Iron
Rising.
Gold. I have yet to read Dark Age. The first
It's
book is
sitting
hot
on my
garbage.
shelf.
The first book is what?
First book is hot garbage. It's just a Hunger Games ripoff in space. But Golden Sun basically tosses that out the window, and it treats Red Rising as a prologue. And then Golden Sun and Morning Star, fantastic. And then Iron Gold is like it's all right.
Okay, so I need to move on with that series too, because I didn't even bother with Golden Sun after reading Red Rising. I was just
totally different tone, totally different pacing. It is just nonstop. Yeah, Golden Sun's where it's at.
all right. I don't know. It felt good to kind of cross some of these series off and say I'm not going to read this, so I don't have to commit. But now you're making me rethink it.
Yeah, a lot of these books don't have good first books. Or series don't have good first books. Unlike Discworld, which has amazing first books. Specifically Guards Cards. You should totally be reading Guards Cards.
What is the series name that one's in?
Discworld?
The Guards is part of what?
Oh, it's part of City Watch.
City Watch, okay. Yeah, I need to read. I have never read any Discworld books, but everybody keeps talking about that particular series within Discworld, and I think I need to try it. Because after reading Black-Tongue Thief and the humor that's in that, I was like, I loved it.
Was Black-Tongue Thief a first book? Is it going to be a series?
Yeah, it's a series.
I can't wait to
It's
read
the
it.
first
Talk to
one.
the author.
Oh, you have the whole series.
Oh.
Yeah, this is City
What's
Watch.
that, 8 books?
Yeah.
And how many have you read?
4.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Ask me
You
how
can
many of
read
them I
one a
love.
4.
Yeah.
Ah, dang.
Your enthusiasm changed.
Maybe that's what it was. I just I didn't care for Darrow. I really liked the beginning, the emotion that you feel for what he goes through in the very beginning of the book, and then I kind of lost interest in him throughout the rest of it. And I did think that it was a Hunger Games ripoff. I didn't really care. So if I don't care for the characters, if you guys haven't figured that out, I have a really hard time really wanting to invest my time.
That's me too, for sure. I'm more character driven reading.
I can do story-driven reading. That Dragonlance is very story and plot-driven. But I grew up reading those. I've been reading Dragonlance for 20 years. So, but usually I like a good character.
Yeah, I don't mind reading story-driven books in like thrillers and mysteries.
Yeah.
That are usually not series. But if I'm going to invest in multiple books, especially in fantasy, I want a good world build and I want characters that I care about.
Yeah.
And that those are the 2 things that are important to me. Now, I will still give a book 4 stars if those things don't exist, if I really had fun reading it.
Mm-hmm.
But if those things are top notch, very seldom will I give a book less than 4 stars, even if nothing happens. Mm.
3 books. I'm not willing to give somebody 3 books of my time.
Yeah.
I have been getting a lot quicker to DNF lately. I actually just went to my local used bookstores and picked up a bunch of books that I like really quickly DNF'd to try and give them another shot.
I don't think I've
That's a
read
good
that.
idea.
I agree.
Yeah.
I go back and forth. There's some books that are really story driven, and then there's others that are just focused basically on the character, and that's just my life. Like, I just have all kinds of different reading tastes.
DNFing is self-care. You know what? That's how I felt when I quit Wise Man's Fear, and now I've got another copy of it.
Now, see, I liked those books, and a lot of people hate them.
Hot garbage! You want to talk about some spice in your sex scenes?
Okay, I can't say I enjoyed that part.
50 pages.
I may have skimmed there. I
Bunch
like
of teenage boy wish fulfillment bull crap.
that whole book was wish fulfillment. Oh, both of them. Everything that happens to him is wish fulfillment.
Oh my god.
She's snorted. That's when you know it's really funny. When the snort pops out.
I'm good. It's fine.
Blow chunks. I got to like an argument in there, and I just went, nope, don't care, done.
So, who is your favorite author, Andrew?
Oh. The easy answer is Robert Jordan.
I've read those when you were young, though, right?
Yeah, like I said, that's the easy answer. I'm pretty lazy. I've read a lot of Jim Butcher, but I wouldn't say he's my favorite. I like John Gwynne, Terry Pratchett. I've got a video out there I could probably go and rewatch to refresh my memory. I read a lot, and so it's really hard to just point at an author and say that one's my favorite. Right now, it's probably a toss-up between Terry Pratchett and Robin Hobb. My favorite book is Eye of the World.
Favorite book is Eye of the World?
Yeah.
Because that started your like fantasy quest, right?
Yeah, I've read it 8 times.
8 times?
Yeah.
I read it once.
You're due for a reread.
I'm not that committed.
Oh, I did not dislike it. It was kind of a middle of the road book for me.
All I'm hearing is that you loved it. And that it changed your life, and it's the best book in existence.
So my mouth is moving, and you hear, I loved it. It was the best book ever written.
See, boom, just came out of your mouth. I win.
See, what is my all-time favorite fantasy? It's changed so much over the years. I think right now it's Sword of Kaigen.
Ooh, that's a good book. It's a darn good book.
Patrick says night-night.
Bye.
Thanks for coming, Patrick. I think we're going to wrap up here in a minute, too. Brandon, what's your fantasy?
My favorite fantasy?
Mm-hmm. I know it's new for you.
Richard Nell, The Ash and Sand is my favorite, but Robin Hobb is right there. I was reading it, and I was telling Steve, this is up there with Ash and Sand for me. And he was like, really?
Wait,
Yeah.
which book? All I heard, I was too busy cringing from Ash and Sand.
So good. You got to give it a chance. It's so good.
I try.
But I've only read one.
I
of
can
her
get the
books,
whole
so
trilogy for $8.99. Y'all have convinced me. I'll do it, but it'll be a minute.
It's free on Kindle Unlimited.
But then I gotta pay for Kindle Unlimited.
Oh. It's good.
You know, Sword of Kaigen was great, except for the superhero storyline. Rip that right out.
Really? I loved that part of it.
Didn't care for it.
I'm excited to read
it. Who you disliked?
Oh, I do love Drew Hayes. Drew Hayes is a fantastic author.
I don't think I read anything by Drew Hayes.
He is self-pub, and he does a lot of off-the-wall fiction. So, like, he's got something about, like, a vampire accountant, but the first book is called The Utterly Uninteresting Tales of Fred the Vampire Accountant, even though it's completely hilarious and very interesting. He's got a D&D series called NPCs, where instead of player characters, you're following the non-player characters.
Gosh, that sounds so funny. That sounds good.
He's got a 5-book series about superheroes in college, where they're trying to get their superhero certification. That one's really, really good. It's called Superpowers. Apparently somebody was a dickhole.
Sort of Kaigen guy.
Yes, Takiro is definitely that. But you get.
And there's also a Villains Code series that he does that I absolutely love. I love Drew Hayes.
So it looks like Stacy's read the NPC series. Oh, she did.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
That just sounds like such a great premise.
It's
Especially if
fine.
you
It's
play a
fine.
lot
As much as I love Stacy, she doesn't read good books.
I love it. Like, not everybody likes the same.
I'm kidding.
No, I love it. I love it when you say, even though it hurts my heart that you DNF'd Ash and Sand, because that's
I didn't
okay.
even give it a chance.
You
I know,
tried,
I
though.
called
wouldn't even get
it,
on my
did not
DNF
finish.
list.
It's more like did not start.
Lana wants me to do Spell, Sword, and Stealth is the name of the series. I can do a Drew Hayes video, but I'm super rusty on it. I haven't read any of his books since January.
I already wrote down so many books already from this video.
Superpowers. If you're gonna read anything, read Superpowers.
Superpowers?
Powards.
Oh.
Powerds. There's years 1, 2, 3, and 4. Great audios, by the way. I love the fact that the guy really goes for it, and the women sound like drag queens.
Oh, no. You gotta love that.
I love it. But be warned, they are chonkers. But they're really short chapters, so you fly through them.
Okay. What?
Sleeping in the corner, it's Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, is that the meme where he's like, do it?
Just do it! Just do it!
I think Ash is trying to be quiet.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
I think the very last fantasy that I've read was the Poppy War, and it just made me angry.
did you read
I
the second
hated
one,
it.
Ashley? See, Steve hated all over the first one, and then he was just like, the second one's so good. I think you'll like it. So now I think I might want to read them.
The
That's
first
just a
book
lot of book.
is hot garbage.
Yeah, that's what Steve was saying. He had a hard time getting through the first one.
But,
He liked it, but
so Mike just read it from Mike's book reviews, and he's talking about how he doesn't understand people calling it YA. And I'm like, the world itself isn't YA. The setting isn't YA.
Yeah.
Rin is YA.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And I don't think that goes away in the second book.
I don't mind a YA.
She was so
Situation.
annoying.
Well,
And I know-
she's a YA character placed within a grimdark setting, so they don't mesh well.
Yeah.
And also,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, saltpeter's not explosive.
I think I'm gonna read it. Just because there's so much.
There's
Like,
so many people
back
that
and forth.
love it, and
I
then
know.
so many people that just
Yeah.
hate it.
I need to see where I land.
Yeah, you should give it a try. I read this. I wasn't going to read the second book, and Steve just said, "Oh, it was 5 stars." Blah blah blah. So I read it, and I was like, "It's better than the first book," but I still couldn't stand Ren. And like I said, I have to like my. I don't have to like my characters. That's not true.
I can't.
But I have to want to follow them.
I can't reconcile the character from part 1 who is dedicated, brilliant, and studies and works hard, no matter the cost. Day 1, walking into the academy and kicking somebody in the balls. Why?
Because she's young and stupid.
But she's obviously not stupid. She took a
Yeah.
test and everything.
That is frustrating. The miscommunication. I'm reading it.
Are you talking about the MPG book here, Stacy?
Yeah, I think she is. I don't know. I could rant for quite a while on Poppy War. Full spoiler thoughts.
Oh no.
I don't have a problem reading YA as long as it's a YA book.
Yeah.
I did not care for a YA character in what was supposed to be an adult novel.
Yeah, and then there were certain relationships that just don't make sense. Like, oh, yeah, you treated me like shit in school. Let's be friends.
Yes! Oh, I was just about to say that.
What? No.
So
Have y'all read? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you first.
Well, I was just
No,
going to
you
say, I'm
first.
watching this TV show, and it's got teenagers in it. And there's, in the whole first series, there's like the arch nemesis character. And now the second series, nothing has happened except one little event in the last episode. And now they're friends. And I'm like, that woman was, or that girl was so mean to you. How could that one little thing now make you friends? I don't
Because
get
she's
it.
so hot.
I guess so. But that's, I totally understand
I was like,
what
nah.
you're saying.
Y'all need to read. This is totally off topic, but y'all need to read "Reincarnate" by Patrick Kearney.
I've not heard of that.
Let me write that
I
one
think
down.
I've heard of it. I think it might be
It's
on
a-
my list.
I did a review on it.
That's probably why it's on my list.
Yeah, it's about serial killers.
Nope.
Serial killer.
Lana's actually,
This one.
That's why I'm not reading The Helm of Midnight.
that's not the one that with that you're following the serial killer instead of the detective. It is? Okay, I did watch that
Yeah.
review you did on that one. I think I have that already on.
Anything like true crime is a nope. I've got like this weird phobia of getting straight up murdered.
I
You
think
should
we all
be-
might.
You should be in the Stay Sexy and Don't Get Murdered. What's it? There's like a club. It's a podcast. Talk about like true crime and like they're just like, I'm locking my doors. I'm not going outside. Like there's
Yeah, no,
a
that's
scary
me.
skeleton
I lock my
outside.
door. I walk around my house like at night, and I will make sure my doors are locked.
Yeah.
Michael, is that
Stacey-
you?
Stacy makes a good point here.
I live in a really great city, really safe area. I still lock my doors, like, and I'm all the way back in the neighborhood. Like, if somebody's gonna break into my house, they have to be coming for me.
Yeah.
So Stacy makes a good point here about the Poppy War and the frenemies thing. I didn't think about it that way. It just annoyed me.
Yeah, that would make sense.
It's just, until you read the second book, though, when you get to the second book, Brandy, come back and we'll discuss it because
Okay.
it's still annoying me, and you'll understand when you get there.
Okay.
I'm actually considering reading Dragon Republic, so I'm just crapping all over this because it makes me happy.
All right. Well, it is that time of night where Ashley has to be quiet and the rest of us need to go about our lives.
What'd you say? What?
What?
Is there a world where Ashley's quiet? How much?
No, there's not.
Ask your husband.
Hello? No. Okay, bye.
We would not have it any other way.
No, we would not. Well,
It
thank
was
you,
nice finally
everybody.
getting to talk to you all.
Yeah, it was
Thank
fun.
you for joining us. It's awesome. You're always welcome to
Woot.
help on. So everybody else, thank you for coming and chatting with us. Stacy, Lana, well, Patrick's already gone. The rest of you, thank you so much for coming. I hope you guys got some pages read, enjoyed all the goofiness in between.
It was fun, guys.
I hope you enjoy your book more, Ashley.
Oh,
I'm
man.
going now. This is going to be the thumbnail, just so you guys know.
That's what I would say. That's the thumbnail.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna go to bed now.
Bye.
Bye, guys.